Not gonna lie, possessed Goten and Gohan were not on my bingo card. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we have the reveal for the Part 2 LR for the Dokkan Fest Baby celebration here in the month of October. So in this video, we're going to break down the unit, check out their animations, talk a little bit about what to expect for the rest of this celebration. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's pause that music, that lo-fi we got playing in the background, and let's hop on over and let's take a look at their animations, because so far I'm already digging the LR's art. So let's take a look here. All right, pause your music, pause whatever you got, turn up that volume, and let's take a look. Yo, this is actually pretty clean. Is this the entrance animation? Yo, this is pretty clean. It's a long intro, though.
This is what I've come to expect of Saiyan power. This is the kind of ability and control I need.
Yo, that's actually pretty clean. Dude, that's actually pretty Is that the... okay, that must be the 12 key. That's not bad. Oh, here comes the active skill. What? Dude, this is insane. Bro, Gohan with... oh, dude. The Brotherhood Kamehameha. That's hilarious. Dude, okay. I like that. I like that very much. Okay. So already we are off to a great start. That is an amazing ability we have there. Okay. So, love those animations. Let's check out what these guys are doing here. So we have the Extreme and Omen of Destruction, Super Saiyan Gohan Possessed GT, and Super Saiyan Goten Possessed GT. They are a corroded body and mind or joined forces category key 3, HP attack defense 200%. I actually do think this is the first joined forces we've had since 9th anniversary. Oh, well, no, since worldwide, during 9th anniversary year, right? Because we had the Goten, or not Goten, the Gohan, Trunks, and Goku, right? They were a joint forces unit, but we haven't had one at all in year 10, so I think, I mean, that's pretty cool. All right, so they have an entrance animation when there's another corroded body and mind, category ally, upon the entry turn. They have a chance of evading enemies' attack 10% for 1 turn and 10% for 3 turns. Basic effects are E3, attack defense 250%, with a high chance of evading enemy's attack. So 50% and then an additional 10% for the first turn, so 60% on the first turn, and an additional 10% for 3 turns. So 70% on that first turn, then... yeah, so 70% on the first turn, and then 60% after that, okay? When there's another corroded body and mind ally attacking in the same turn, they get key 3 and evasion 20%. Oh, dang. So, okay, when you're on a corroded body and mind rotation, you have, on that first turn, you have 50, you have 70, and then you have 90% chance to evade on your first turn. That's pretty good. And then drops down to 80% after that. Then before attacking, an additional 10%. So you could 100% dodge on turn 1. That's very useful in fights like Rose Masu, for example. So very good. After evading enemy's attack, launches an additional super attack. It doesn't say within the turn, so I think once you evade once, that's forever? It doesn't have the infinity symbol, so actually kind of curious about that one. For every attack evaded, they get key 1 up to 5, attack 30% up to 150%, and defense 50% up to 250%. When attacking with 18 or more key, they launch an additional attack with a great chance of becoming a super attack. When attacking with 24 key, they get an additional attack 100% and corroded body and mind allies defense 20%. Okay, nice, not bad. So I'm curious how easy it's going to be to get that for them. Looking at their links: Thirst for Conquest, GT, Hatred of Saiyans, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Kind of a rough link set. Hatred of Saiyan and Thirst for Conquest. I mean, and GT. So there are 3 links with Baby at least. But Baby's going to still need that big bad bosses. But I guess he could get that from Omega. Actually, that actually helps him a lot. This actually helps Baby a lot if they're a decent third. I guess you kind of don't want them third slot, but they do help Baby a lot. Let's see. Let's look at their next. Their active skill can be activated from the next attacking turn after they evade an enemy's attack once only. Gives key 5 and 30% attack and effective against all types, and evades enemy's attack including super attack for 1 turn. Now, so I'm a little curious about that attack 30% because there is that comma there. Because typically I think that's permanent, right? That attack 30% is permanent because it doesn't say it raises attack temporarily, but it also doesn't say for the rest of battle like it normally does with these type of active skills. So I'm curious if that is a 1-turn effect, or if that is a continuation. So categories are Corroded Body and Mind, Joined Forces, Hybrid Saiyans, Super Saiyans, Earthbred Fighters, Terrifying Conquerors, Mission Execution, and Kamehameha. So, I mean, to be expected for the Possessed Saiyan units. I don't know why you would run them on these teams here with Super Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, Earthbred Fighters, but, I mean, they're there. But, yeah, okay, so far I like what I'm seeing. The super attack effects on the 12 key raises attack and defense for 3 turns, causes colossal damage, and lowers attack. And then I think we do have an additional... Okay, so greatly raises attack on their 18 key for 3 turns, make colossal damage, and greatly lowers attack. Okay. So they do have a 3-turn stacking, right? So that's good. So they could stack 3 turns plus an additional 3 turns for their 12 keys. So that actually helps them build up quickly. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. So we do have some tentative calcs here. Now, I believe these are 55% calcs. Shout out to Aniket over on the Discord. So at 55%, this assumes GT, Thirst for Conquest up, right, which are kind of the basic links, and no support. Their start of turn is going to be 262k and fully built up start of turn. So after they've gotten all of their evades without any stacks, right? So let's just say there were 10 attacks in slot 1 and you got fully built up, right? You'd be at 920k start of turn. So that's pretty good considering he's got, darn near 90% chance to evade after that first evasion, which was 100%. Okay, once fully built up, post super 1.4 million, still with that 70% chance to evade, fully built up post 18 key, then their additional 12 key, 1.7 million with the evade. So for turn 1, that's not too bad. All right, start turn fully built up. So the following turn, you are looking at 1.6 million fully built up with 2 18 key supers, right? So 2 stacks. You are looking at 2.2 million, and then fully built up 2 18 key stacks, 2 12 key stacks. You are looking at 2.5 mil. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, for a dodge character, that's actually pretty decent. You're still going to need dodges for those major supers because they don't have any defensive mechanics other than that, and they are only stacking for 6 turns. So you're going to need that, but it's still not that bad, right? It is... They do also get additional additional defense when attacking in their passive. So I believe Aniket here is referring to this bit in the passive here. Where is it? I'm assuming he's referring to the additional defense 20, because otherwise I don't know what else he is factoring in, unless he's not factoring in these. Yeah, because there's nothing else coming from the passive other than that. Everything else is chance to evade. So other than the build-in, that's not for performing an attack. So I'm assuming he's referring to the additional defense 20 for corroded body and mind allies. So honestly, pretty good. They're going to be a decent third slot supporting unit for Baby's team. So, I mean, typically on Baby's team, you're probably going to have, right, one of your big bad bosses units in slot 1. And so Baby would settle in slot 2. These guys will help fill the links for them in slot 3. So honestly, pretty good. And if that wasn't enough to tickle your fancy there, they're not stopping there. As I expected from the beginning of the celebration, we are getting the DB story update for the Baby Saga and the Baby Saga finale, which will awaken the possessed Goten, the possessed Gohan, and the possessed Trunks. So you'll be able to run a full possessed team if you've managed to pull the AGL Trunk, or the, is the AGL? He is AGL Trunks as well. So, I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, I expected them. I'm not going to expect anything crazy, but there could be, I mean, the sky's the limit with these guys. Their passives are so basic, but they are all support type characters. So I could see them honestly leaning into that, and we might see some craziness come out of Dokkan Fest Baby, right? Much better than what we were seeing prior, having these guys on the rotation. But we'll have to see. I mean, like I said, the sky's the limit with these guys, because, you know, they are so basic in their design. So we'll see what happens. So really excited for that. And then of course we have a burst mode for the ultimate android incarnation of Ambitions. This is the Super 17 Dokkan events. So I mean, I don't think this means anything. This is probably, since we already got the Super 17 EZA, this probably doesn't mean anything. There is a new stage 10 for the intensifying fights as well, so that should be fun. More stones for us. So all in all, shaping up to be a good last bit to the celebration. We do still have World Tournament at the end of the week as well, so exciting things are coming. I'm actually pretty excited for this because I kind of have always wanted to have the possessed Baby team here, so I'm really happy about this, and hopefully you guys are too. So one last thing I want to leave you guys with, if I have it here. All right, this being the part 2 pretty much confirms that the overarching theme of the celebration, as I had figured, was corroded body and mind, which means our part 2 LR EZA or Super EZA is likely to be from corroded body and mind as well. So that means we could possibly see a Majin Vegeta Super EZA. He is in line for Super EZA. We could see possibly Metal Cooler get his EZA. I'm a bit reluctant to think that would happen, but because he would be the first Carnival to do so, so that's probably less likely. But I do think it is possible to see Super EZA for Majin Vegeta, or the EZA for Dokkan Fest Vegeta here, because now he can easily run on Baby's team with 2 viable Trunkses to activate his passive. So that could definitely, I think that could definitely work. But otherwise, there's really not much. There's no one left on GT bosses to EZA outside of a few sub EZAs. Well, actually, no, there are no. Well, yeah, I mean Fizz Nova, but I don't think that's the case. And neither from Target Goku is there anything other than the Metal Coolers that could really work here. So I pretty much think that Corroded Body of Mine is where they're going to pull from for the part 2 EZA, and it's probably Majin Vegeta. So, guys, that is it for our video, guys. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know what are your thoughts on the possessed Gohan and Goten. Like I said, I'm really excited for this. I have always wanted this to be a team, even if the majority of the team is free to play. Just the fact that it exists and I can do fun runs with it is enough for me. But I'm curious to see what you guys think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.